I decided to try Lords of the Fallen again after many have said it's much better than at the release date. Played it for about 11 hours then, and combat killed the game for me, even though I liked almost everything outside of combat, as the game was quite good. Especially the art style, that is again top notch, same as the original. Just look how cool the starting classes are aesthetically. Wasn't easy to choose for me because of it, but to experience melee combat the best, there is no better class than classic Knight for any Souls game. Knights give great insights into small details like movements, weight, block efficiency, combos, posture, impact, small animations, and so on. Well, it started off terribly. After the first fight I got stuck in vines. But alright. I believed my fellow bastards that the game had improved, and it obviously did. It's more balanced and less clunky. However, combat is still mediocre, unfortunately. Not much has changed there. I really have to stop questioning myself, even though that's a good quality to have. What most of you don't know is that I question myself after almost every comment to analyze the problem or the argument to small details. That's when my confidence goes up again, because I have the answer for the vast majority of comments that challenge my review points. Last couple years I've rarely been wrong, but to know that I have to be challenged by you, the viewer. Hard to solidify that you're right if no one challenges you. What the hell does that have to do with Lords of the Fallen, you might think? Well, while I believed the viewers that some things have improved, and they were clearly right, combat improvements are so minimal or maybe even non-existent. I was very skeptical hearing that combat is now good. And I was right again to be skeptical about that particular aspect. Melee combat is still very much mediocre. Not bad, but mediocre. Liking or disliking it is irrelevant to this topic. Biggest issue is the lack of weight. Combat has that plastic feeling that is the worst for Souls games. Makes the game play out clunky with lack of immersion. I get it, it's not easy to get that weighty feeling, and the big issue in most games that play out clunky and plastic are the mid-movement animations, or in some cases lack thereof. What I mean by that is animations don't play out fully, but instead attack, move or dodge are shortened, which is the case for Lords of the Fallen. Look at this combo. It's obvious that something is way off, isn't it? Game has a typical problem of sliding while attacking, which is also in From Software games, but to a much lesser degree. And in those games, swinging any weapon type has very distinct animation speed and length, which can offset the sliding issue. Unfortunately, swinging a weapon in Lords of the Fallen doesn't have much weight behind it, because the whole animation is unconvincingly fast with shortened animations, so the plastic combat feeling is more emphasized with the sliding movement. Shortened swing and movement animations usually are the culprit for creating the plastic feeling. Another reason for creating a clunky feeling are weird speed differences. It's very disconnected from one another. Dodge animation is the easiest to showcase. Short step is fine, but look at how quick the roll animation is for a tank. Again, it creates that plastic no weight feel. Kinda jumpy. Camera lock-on is one of the bigger issues as well. Combat doesn't appear as bad when camera lock-on is not there, but with the lock-on, tracking attacks, weird animation speeds and unrealistic turns to keep the lock-on in the middle are emphasized, and it hurts the game. It seems that tracking attacks are still as much of a problem, especially for boss fights. With lock-on, combat feels like an assembly line most of the time. Shame that melee combat can't keep up with the rest of the game, because Lords of the Fallen is quite good outside of mediocre combat. I liked even the first one with all its problems, combat being one of it. Souls games need really good combat in order to work, because it's what we are doing most of the time as players. If the majority of our time we are dealing with mediocre or subpar combat, then it's a major issue. I don't know how good spellcasting gameplay is, because I'm all about melee in Souls. Caster and ranged combat are not relevant to what I'm saying here about the melee. It might be good, I don't know. Melee, however, isn't. I do like some of the mechanics, like ranged ammunition system, soul flay, which is really cool, kick, special attack. There's a lot to like, because combat isn't shallow. Unfortunately, if it doesn't play out well enough, all of those small, well thought out mechanics can't shine. Anyway, just to end the video, wanted to try Lords of the Fallen again because people convinced me to do so. It's definitely better than before, no doubt about it. Unfortunately, the most important thing that is melee combat is the same mediocrity as it was before. I truly think that if combat plays out great, that Lords of the Fallen could have been Game of the Year candidate, but it is what it is. If you want, check the description for Patreon, subscribe, start merch, blah blah blah. Thanks for watching.